Squids TV, week 2, season. Apparently, it's season 9.
Said who?
Dan wrote in the comments last week that it's actually season 9. Would be like the most brutal look possible.
Bro,
Count champions.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 champions.
Yeah, so it's season 10. Week 2, season 10, Squids TV. This is a new era of Squids TV. We're going to be on YouTube now. This one's pre-recorded. I'm going to chop it up. Not really. I'm just going to upload this pretty raw. But I think starting next week we go live. It might be Zoom, which means everyone in the league is now on the clock. If we send you a Zoom link, you must join as quickly as you can because that means you're being summoned onto the show. Mario, thoughts on Zoom?
I think it's a improvement of what we've been doing. The only thing I don't like is the convenience.
Fair.
I just like setting up a phone and ripping at it. But, this is pretty similar.
We're upping the production.
I don't hate it. Now we got to get a little more formal.
Yeah.
This little table now might work out. So that's why we're on the...
we've upgraded tables. We've upgraded platforms.
It's just part of the evolution of Squids.
Correct. We get better every single year. And it's a big fucking week this week.
Wait till we have a backdrop.
Yeah, no,
the scores on it.
I've already let Mario know. I'll let the league...
What the fuck was that?
No way. Did you? I wonder if they saw that. That was nuts. Anyway.
How did I do that?
I don't know. I hope you guys saw that too. I hope that's on the record. It easily will.
I feel like I'm an anchor man on a news channel.
Yeah. We need like a green screen would be epic. These are all ideas for the next spot.
All right.
I've already devoted that. In my apartment will be a corner for Squids TV. It'll just be the booth setup. So you come in, we booth, and we dip. All right, let's get into the week.
Hold on, before we do that, Mary, you want to start with power rankings while I pull up a song I need? I have the song. No, not that one. Oh, okay. I need the one for the thing that I'm going to do. All right, so I got this mailed into me. We don't do the rankings. Not write this. We don't do the rankings. The committee does. Mary, tell them about the committee. The committee of anonymous individuals, paper mail, no more emails, no text, in a little envelope. So it's hand delivered to us by a man in a suit. We don't know who he is. So yeah, and it's power rankings. Week 2, PR. At number 12, Sauce. It says here commented only 75 points. But the team could be on the rise with Dak, Drake London, Evan Engram. I don't think they had any significant injuries, not based on this piece of paper.
What team is this? Bad Sauce.
Yeah. It was just a down week. Week 1 in general, I think it was just a big down week for it. It's week 1, whatever. Right?
If there was ever a team that can go 0-1, I wouldn't be worried. It would be Bad Sauce.
Right. At number 11, we have Rue. With 87 points, and 44 of them coming from a kicker and defense. This noted here, doesn't have significant running backs. Lamb, Olave, and Laporta should do better, though. So
Yeah, we'll get into more details.
I mean, if your kicker and defense was a 40 for every week, congrats on the win every week.
Pretty true.
Now we have Tom. Lost Puka. The team in general underperformed. I don't think Puka's not the biggest hole in this team.
Puka on IR now. Out 4 weeks.
Even if he had Puka, this team still has holes. And
so you're saying he's dead? Even with Puka, he has holes.
He has holes, and
But now he doesn't have Puka, which means more holes.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Frank, big number 8, big loss to Jordan Love.
Yeah. The Love Doc.
So that's really the only significant thing about Frank's team. Otherwise, did okay.
Okay.
Over 90 points. I think everyone but Rue and Sauce, but over 90. So tough. Rob. I'm sorry.
Champ.
I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday, Rob. I'm sorry.
28 today. Tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Rob. At 9, sorry, they flip-flop this. 9 is Rob.
Oh, 9 is Rob.
Not Frank.
Yeah, today's his birthday.
And you lost CMC for your birthday. Happy birthday. Is CMC okay?
Is CMC okay? This actually, and let me wait.
Do we know? This is Tiso's.
I know.
We do not actually know if CMC's okay.
We don't know. He says he's good to go, but we'll talk more later.
8, Frank. 7, Dust. Had an okay week. Is Amara the number 2 wide receiver in Detroit? Don't look at me like that. I'm just reading.
I was looking at me actually right there.
Pooch. Now we start the winners.
Yeah.
Top the 6. Pooch is the one with only 99 points.
So that's one thing about the rankings I don't like.
You
lost just immediately bottom 6.
It's week 1, bro.
I put up 100 points. I put up more points with my best player scoring 2. I should be ahead of him in the rankings. Man in the suit. He shows up, he gives the rankings.
Which 1-0? One with 99 points. Does his team have much upside, though?
No.
That's the thing. So, he very much well can drop. Probably will.
We'll see.
Number 5, we have Dan. His wide receiver was a tad shaky.
The commish.
But his team looks okay.
Okay.
And we got Fu.
Yep.
At 4. Marvin, question mark? Is Fu in Marvin's room right now? Like cups of the rose. You get it? Bitches on my whole phone. Is Amon-Ra a number 1? Is Marvin a bust? Like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's the words.
Number 3, Freet. Freet is a top 3 app, so it makes sense. He's in his position.
Already been number 1.
Number 2. His team stayed healthy. That's really all you can ask for. It's 2, Salah.
What's Salah's team name? Yahoo. I miss Yahoo.
Yeah.
Miss Yahoo.
His team did pretty well, and Jamar can do better. So they're seeing a lot of upside for his team.
Yeah, no, these top 2 teams I think are dangerous.
And Tiso, number 1. Cup is a wide receiver 1. Now that Puka's out there, he's a wide receiver 1. He's the wide receiver 1. And he's Tisso's wide receiver 2 behind Jay Jettas. Sam Darnold is back, throwing touchdowns. All right. Sam Brady. I kind of agree with this. In the middle, Sam Brady. It's enough. All right,
So that is your updated power rankings. Go from 1 to 12 real quick.
Tiso, Salah, Freet, Food, Dan, Pooch, Dust, Frank, Rob, Tom, Roussos.
Oh, wow. They have So sleeper app. I'm still getting used to this. I don't really know, what I'm supposed to be looking at here. But they do come out with some stats. So week 1 stats. So I'm looking at it here. I'll give you guys a sneak peek. They give you team of the week. So best team was the Commanders. So worst team was Bad Sauce. Gives you the team of the week, which I think is funny. It gives you the highest scoring bench performers. So like you had Jaden Reed in your bench for 31 points, which is pretty insane.
We bring the boom on the bench.
Bring the boom on the bench. I'll just give you these two. League awards for the week. Most efficient manager, Dan Aher, the commish.
On par.
And least efficient manager, Jonathan Audio. Boo.
That makes perfect sense. I don't want to see this any other way.
All right.
What are we doing now? Picks?
No, so
the picks from last
let me
week,
get into I want to do the weekly recap. Okay, weekly recap. I'm going to go into matchups from last week. I know Mario kind of touched on it now, but I think you're going to like what I wrote up here. Mario, hit the music. We start at Averna Steakhouse in Rye, where Galamaretti Freet took on Team Dust over the last order of Freet. For Calamad, AJ Big Justice Brown brought the boom with 20 points to lead all scoring. Team Dust had Xavier. No one cares that you're run fast worthy. While first round pick, Mon Ross St. Brown put up a whopping 2.8 boom. Galamad 110, Team Dust 100. All right, cut that. I only did the pardon my take thing for the first one. I'm going to workshop that. I really only thought of AJ, Big Justice, Boom, and I was like, I got to do that because it just sounds like something they would do. They probably did that in the week episode, but I didn't listen to it.
That was good.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Let me know in the comments if you guys like that one. Anyway, that was our matchup first. I was very upset after losing this one.
I was feeling shaky.
Because that was Sunday Night Football was the Lions.
Going to Sunday Night Football.
And I was like, okay, I'm in a good spot here. I thought I was kind of in the driver's seat because you had Garrett Wilson on Monday. We were kind of we were basically in the same spot. And I was like, okay, I think St. Brown should outperform Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I thought I was in the clear. And that fucking guy put up 2.8. Absolute stinker. I'm extremely upset. But did you know that he can name all the wide receivers taken before him?
And do you know
He's
have to do the
so
Big Justice
good.
dance?
Hit the music. Hit the music. Hit the music.
We bring the boom. That's what we do.
This one's for you, St. Brown, you fucking scumbag. Boom! All right. Next matchup, Spade of Spades over Frank the Tank. Spade got 19 points from the best kicker in football. Once in a while, it makes sense to take the kicker early. Tiso, you picked the wrong one this time. I know you like Justin Tucker. It was always Aubrey. Tough luck for Frank. Combined 10 points from DK Metcalf, Salah's boy. Mark Andrews and Mostert, who's now hurt. He should have won this game. Same kind of thing. I should have won the game. You didn't, but you should have probably won. Marson's Room over King Semantics. That's my new thing. Fulvio's name is Marvin's Room. I'm going to call it Marson's Room until he changes it. Marson's Room over King Semantics. CMC in a flex. Or not in a flex?
Yeah, it's such a rookie move. Such a rookie move. 10 years of playing fantasy football. I don't even know if was he in year one? Doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, he's an original. He's an original 7, whatever it is.
There was rumors that CMC you got to put him in the flex, bro. I know you.
Right. I mean, realistically, it was
really
Monday
hard
night.
to find someone to play Monday night.
But anyone.
You got to put him in the flex.
He could have had Mason. Mason was available.
Emergency put him onto IR. And
yeah.
You had to get Mason, bro. I'm sorry. That's
Tough
such
scene.
a bad move. You could have won.
Right. Ruins
you
banner
gave
night.
through a win.
Ruins banner night for Rob. On Fulvio's side, Saquon looked every bit of RB1 in this game.
He's an RB1.
I pray every night against Saquon's ankles. I want them to be so weak. And that's not disrespect to Fulvio. That's disrespect to Saquon for going to the Eagles. Respectful. On the other hand, Maserati Marv. Woohoo! Down the sideline. Maserati Marv didn't get the ball. He's wide open on that play.
Cardio, bro. He did cardio.
Doing cardio. I saw, you see like all those cut-up videos on Twitter of him just running the slowest routes you've ever seen.
Really?
They said they did like mile an hour or miles per hour for like a lot of receivers, like how fast you hit at any point during the game. So like Neighbors was like 19, Worthy was like 21. They were usually from like 19 to 20. 16 was the fastest he hit.
So you're saying I can run faster than him?
I think I'm 270 pounds of that. I could run 14. So like he's not that much faster than I am. What happened to Maserati Marv? Anyway,
Got a lot more force behind you with that.
Yeah, 1 catch, 4 yards. Is it panic season for Maserati Marv? Probably not.
It's week 1.
Probably not. That's week 1, but something to watch. I mean, if you go into week 2, they're already saying, Kyler Murray, it's not my job to give Maserati
it's not a good
Marv
look.
targets. I'm going to keep calling him Maserati Marv. It's not my job to give him targets. Not the kind of talk you want to hear from your second-round pick, but Saquon probably made up for it. That was a ridiculous game. And a big thing for Rob this year, Stephon Diggs. Is that going to be like a thing?
I
Scored
don't
2
think-
touchdowns?
It's going to be, so I think if it come down to it, Nico's going to be the most consistent, and it's going to be Tank Dell or Stephon Diggs who are having the big week. They're going to flop.
Right.
It's going to be Nico's consistent, and it's going to be those two.
Right, I agree
Tank
with
Dell
that.
dropped a bomb touchdown.
Did he?
Not a drop. I think it was a tad bit like underthrown. Bro, 60-yard touchdown. The ball was like.
Just missed him.
I
That
loved
1
it.
o'clock slate was, I blacked out. I don't know what happened.
With the
We can get
Giants.
into
Oh,
our
yeah.
teams later, but
Nah,
my God, was that terrible. Team Gear Team Gear over Rue the Day. It's a new era for Team Gear.
I think so.
It's a new era.
think
CEO,
so.
also the local athletic director. I don't know if you know that. Tom
Yeah.
Puccini, athletic director at the high school, right over there. New era for him. Another local, just kid taking over his team, but he seems to be in charge here. He pretty easily walked over Rue, like Mario mentioned. 87 points for Rue, 44 came from the kicker and the defense. That's pretty unbelievable to even say that. But I will say it's a classic MAGA supporter drafting AR-15 as your quarterback and him being good. Relax with the Trump stuff. Relax.
Yeah.
Back to the drawing board for Rue. Again, 44 points from the kicker and defense. Tough scene. He'll bounce back. I think he needs some trades,
Yeah.
but I'm not worried about
Not
John.
worried about John.
I'm not worried about John. But what I do want to talk about really quick is John's quarterback is Joe Burrow. Is Joe Burrow the most overrated player in football?
No,
Who is?
I don't know, but I don't think it's Joe.
Joe Burrow is, no one has hung their hat more on one win than Joe Burrow when he went into Kansas City that one time. They call it Burrowhead.
Really?
Burrowhead.
That's a little crazy.
Burrowhead because he beat Mahomes one time and he had that cool throw in the snow against the Bills. Remember the one in the warm-ups where he was
Yeah,
like,
he spun around. Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty fucking cool, dude. That was sick in college. Super sick. I think he's the most overrated player in the league. And we'll move on. Miss Yahoo over Merton 95.
I like that one. Miss Yahoo.
Yeah, I'm calling him Miss Yahoo from this
You're
year.
a fucking bitch.
Uh,
Stupid ass team name.
I'm going to need a team name out of Merton. He's still Merton 95. Tom, when you watch this, because I know you're a watcher, please update the name for us. For Salah, QB1, one of his most respected boys, Josh Allen, led the way with 31 points. A team is really, really good when you have Chris Godwin on the bench scoring 18 points.
Yeah, Chris Godwin.
Is like the ultimate flex guy. I know he's old now, but
He'll be relevant.
Yeah, no,
It's just week
definitely
one, but he'll be
playable at some point. Salah's team I think is really good.
Baker's slinging touchdowns.
Yeah, Baker looked great, so we'll see how that kind of develops. Is it time to trade Jamar Chase?
No.
I'm very down on the Bengals right now. They looked horrendous against a horrendous team. At home.
If Jamar Chase was in the second round, at my pick, I would not have taken him.
So you think it's time to trade him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's time to
But
dump
I
him.
don't think he is.
Not dump him. I shouldn't say dump him, but I think you could
It's
trade
not
him.
droppable.
No, but like if
I mean, I'd rather have him
I'll tell you
over
this.
a lot
I'll
of
tell you this.
people.
I have Nico Collins. If
I'd rather
Salah
have-
sent me Jamar Chase for Nico Collins, I think I would say no.
I would not do it
I think I would say no.
until that team. Yeah, that team doesn't look good right now.
Right. On the other side, Murtaugh, I wouldn't be worried. He has Joe Mixon. Didn't wear gloves for this game.
And he went off.
Unbelievable. He looked like Emmitt Smith. So I'm not worried about that. And he still has Gibbs. Runs behind the best offensive line in the sport. 6 to 10 dump off passes a game. He's unbelievable.
Yeah,
Murtaugh, you'll be fine. I'm not worried about you. Last game on the board, the two-time Commanders. I'm just going to call you the Commanders from now on. The Commanders over Bad Sauce. Again, we kind of touched on it. Cooper Kupp, 21 targets. I mean, that was a third or fourth round pick. because of the injury stuff, right?
Yeah.
3rd round pick.
Third, yeah.
I mean, unbelievable. This was another one I had. If I was going to do, I prepped another fastest 2 minutes like I did for our matchup for this one, just because Steve's bachelor party this weekend. Tisa, there was a pop shot, little basketball thing, and Tisa dunked and ripped the rim down. So I had Andrew Vince Carter Tiso, and I had like a whole thing for that. Anyway, Tiso might have the best running back trio in the entire league. Kenny Walks the Tutties in, Travis Etienne, and Jaden Daniels, who's a horrible quarterback.
He's a good running back.
Great running back.
I don't know if we put two. The way he runs, he'll be playing 6 games this year.
No, I think he'll make it through. He'll make it to the playoffs.
The way Anthony Richard runs.
No, totally different story. Anthony Richardson's actually a running back.
He'll play
Like this is a joke
6
that
games.
Daniels is a running back. He just ran the ball way better than he threw it. I don't think he could throw it at all. Richardson made one of the craziest throws I've ever seen.
That was nuts.
I had that written down somewhere, but I probably skipped over it.
Does that conclude the week?
Oh no, just not to mention, I just want to talk about how ridiculous Tiso's team is. Again, Cooper Kupp, 20 targets. Justin Jefferson on the team is the best receiver in football. Maybe not for fantasy football, but
In football, yeah.
the best receiver in football. And then he has those running backs. It doesn't even make sense. What a draft job by T. Let's see if it pans out for him. That is your weekly recap. With that said, you want to just get ready to picks, or you want to ask you a question about the Jets first?
I have a question for you. What do you want to make this? I was thinking the 1-1 or the 2-0.
For what, the match of the week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking on teams or you want 1-0 teams. I kind of like this matchup, boys, but I also see this one being a good matchup. I know what to pick.
This is Tom Murtaugh.
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Or I don't know.
I like the 1-0s.
Okay. I was gonna say the same thing too. Okay. Anyway, go on.
Okay, anyway, we're gonna get into picks for this week. Mara, you want to give us the matchups?
Yeah, of course. Starting at number 1, we have Fritti versus Sauce. What's Fritti without a good marinara sauce? on the
That's
side?
true. This is a match made in heaven.
So, let me pull up the teams. Brief. We went through pretty much everyone's team. I'm not even gonna go over the teams. I'm gonna pick myself. Dennis, if you want to go deeper, go
You're
ahead.
picking yourself right
Yeah.
off rip?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about my team where it is right now. Jalen Hurts, AJ Brown. I think they played okay. I think they could do much better though.
So,
Kamara looking like an RB1.
Kamara did look great. Although you're playing against the Panthers, who are a disaster of an organization, let alone a football team. You're not playing at Dallas. I think that's a much different ballgame.
True.
I'm looking at the matchups now. This is no disrespect. I'm going to go with the bounce back spot for Bad Sauce.
That's fine.
I think this Dallas Cowboy team is going to be really good this year. They are every year. They don't win anything in the playoffs, which is awesome as a hater. But Prescott, I think he's going to throw a ton of touchdowns this week. And then plus bounce back games. Devontae Adams didn't do much for you. There's no quarterback there. I don't really like that player this year, but
Neither do
I do like Drake London and I do like Evan Ingram.
To bounce back.
I think they're prime for bounce back spots.
That was here. In the,
Yeah, I could just see. I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be tough. But give me Bad Sauce in a weird upset.
Next, Fu versus Frank the Tank.
All right, Marvin's room. Frank the
go
Tank. Fulvio's got Lamar Jackson at home versus the Raiders. Maserati Marv, who I guess I don't know. Should I mention him anymore? He might stink. He's playing the Rams. Not much of a defense there. DJ Moore. Saquon versus the Falcons. Saquon in a dome could be very, very special. Frank the Tank, on the other hand, Josh Jacobs I could see is questionable. That would be huge for this matchup, considering Charbonnet is the backup running back there. There is no other running back on that team. He's got Tyreek Hill going tonight, who will score a touchdown. He scores a touchdown every time I watch him play.
Mark Andrews could get a bounce back week.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
It could not or not.
That's a weird one. I think that just might be Likely's team now.
Like I picked up Likely. I think this morning. No one picked him. I was like, all
You
right.
got him? I thought Salah got him.
Bro, he was on waivers this morning.
In this league?
Yeah, I got him this
Are
morning.
you sure?
It's on my team, and I didn't put the waivers Tuesday night for him.
Really?
No one picked him up. So I did.
Oh, he picked up Goddard. Okay, yes.
Crazy though.
Yeah.
Like
I would have picked him up, but I have McBride that I invested like decent capital in.
me too.
So
I
was
have
like,
Kincaid,
fuck it.
but Kincaid had a down week. I was like, all right, never
Oh,
mind.
I'm not worried about that at all. We'll get to you.
I'm not worried about Kincaid either. But
No, that's actually. We'll stop there. Mortal lock. I have a mortal lock in just gambling world. Kincaid scores a touchdown tonight.
I would love that for my team.
Yeah, Kincaid scores a touchdown tonight.
Happy-ish.
Listen, I'm retracting my 29 touchdown.
Yeah, that's dead.
Put a little too much faith in Brian Dable there.
Yeah.
Not even Brian Dable. You put faith in Daniel Jones.
I think
That
I want
guy
Mike
blows.
Vrabel. No, I hate Brian Dable too, though.
That guy's blows.
I think he has just as much accountability in it.
I forgot where was I with this. What?
I said, let's go next.
I don't remember. I'm just start over. Okay, Fulvio at Tank. Fulvio, it's got Lamar Jackson, Maserati Marv, DJ Moore, kind of in a bounce back spot. I know he won week 1. The real bounce back, though, I think is going to be for Frank the Tank. That's going to be my pick this week. Give me Tyreek Hill to score tonight. Give me James Cook to score tonight. The only way I will rescind this pick is if Josh Jacobs doesn't play, because he has no other running backs in the team. Mara, what do you got?
I got Fu.
You taking Fu? I think it's a safe pick. Fulvio's team is good. Is good. It's just Maserati Marv that scares me a little bit. I feel like these wide receivers I thought were going to be a little more safe are kind of boom or bust. I really thought they were going to be the strength of the team, but like Stevenson looked pretty good. Moss gave him 10 points. But more the
Fu with the veteran play. Saquon Barkley in the flex.
Yeah.
He's playing Monday night.
Yep.
Good job, Fulvio.
Yep, very smart.
Taking Fu. Who you taking?
I got Tank.
Next matchup. Yourself versus Commanders.
Right, so we touched on the Commanders are, in my opinion, the best team in the league. Again, ETN, Walker, Jefferson Cup is ridiculous.
Hey, your team is not shabby either. Achan.
No, I think I have a good team.
Dobbins had a really good week. I think he could continue it. St. Brown should have bounced back. Nico's solid. McBride had 5 catches, just not many yards. Xavier Worthy, he did well with like 2 touches, but you know, he's not going to go that every week. But you got some depth.
Yeah, I mean, they only had 3 touches, and they scored 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's not going to happen every time. But it's a good flex. You never know.
I'm going for the boomer bust. Give me, I think I faded myself last week. Is that correct?
No, you picked yourself.
I picked myself. Okay, I'm going to pick myself again.
I like it. I picked T-Cell just because.
Yeah, his team is definitely better, but I just need to win, so I'm going to say that I'm going to win.
Okay. Now we have Rue versus Tom. Team versus Tom.
Yeah, I'm going to keep this short. I'm going with Tom. Rue is running back. Burrow in Kansas City. That defense is fantastic. Fabulous.
John has to change that quarterback ASAP, but anyway.
Yeah, and this kid Mason, I don't think he's going to play. I'm pretty sure McCaffrey's going to play this week.
I don't think he is.
Um,
I don't think McCaffrey's playing. Even if he does play, he's not going to play. Like, he won't play all the snaps.
right. I'm still going to go with Tom.
I'm going to go with Rue.
I'm going to go with Tom.
I think we have all different picks.
Yeah, we went all different picks. My favorite pick of the week, by the way, Murtaugh picked up Rashid Shaheed. He's going to play him.
I like that.
People forget Rashid Shaheed's first touchdown. I bet it. First touchdown to score in that game was his first career touchdown, first career catch. Right there on that couch. Plus 7,000. People forget. Who's next?
Salah versus Rob.
Salah versus Rob. Man, you could lead us off here. What do you got?
Yeah. You got Salah with Josh Allen, Henry, his boy, James Conner, Jamar, who I think will do better with an asterisk. I don't know.
I don't
Debo,
like that
running
team.
back.
I don't like that team.
Goddard. I don't like that pickup as Goddard. Man, you could have went with a lot of other people.
No, I don't hate God.
I don't know.
That's all right. Honestly, I think if you have a tight end on a good team, you're in a good spot.
Yes, Pickens, bench. I like Gus Edwards this week. I like Godwin this week. I think he can make a pivot at one of these people, but I don't know. Let's see what he does. Pickens did against Sertan against Denver. I don't know if he should change that flex, but anyway. Then you got Rue, CJ, Stroud, McCaffrey. I don't think he's going to play. Najee, Ayuk, Evans, Pitts. Pitts not looking too bad. Stephon.
He's got no pivot at running back if he doesn't play.
He would have to move. Oh shit! He has no backup running back.
Hey, Salah, when you see this, you just text me, don't waste my time. Suck on these balls. Keep going.
I'm going Salah.
I'm going semantics. We picked every game differently. I think we agreed on one.
We're on the last. We didn't do one game yet.
Jesus.
And the matchup of the week, we have the Commissioner, Spade of Spades, versus Team Gear, who is not owned by Tom Puccini. It is owned, but it's not run. by Tom
Managed.
Puccini.
Owned by Tom, managed by...
Usually, we don't even call owners and managers. You are the manager and owner. We just call them team managers, right? Because you manage your own team.
Yeah, it's your team. Like Freed is your team. Team Dust is my team.
This
Pooch
is not Pooch's team.
No, this is...
It is his team, but not... Run.
He's the owner. He's not the manager. He's like... who's that scumbag in the Panthers? David Tepper? That's Pooch. He's David Tepper.
All right. Spade of Spades. Who was his quarterback going into the last week? Did he drop him? I think he did drop him.
No, didn't he?
I think he dropped Herbert, and now he's playing. He's running Mayfield.
Yeah, interesting.
I don't hate it. Brees should have a bounce back week. Pacheco is nice. Devonta Smith is always solid. Calvin really, Kels should do better. Pollard doesn't look too bad.
Good running
He's
back.
gonna go
This
against
is
the
a good
Jets. He's
team.
gonna go against the Jets.
This is a good team. I mean, the Jets looked horrendous.
Might look like vintage LT. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then on the other side, AR-15, Jonathan Taylor likes the fucking Indianapolis Colts. Tyron still getting a lot of the snaps, even though he's a punt returner. Jalen Waddle should have a touchdown.
Wasn't that debunked? He didn't return punts.
I don't know.
It was Blake Corum was returning punts.
Yeah. Dalton
Why
Schultz.
on my team people were like, "Oh, that's sharp."
Dalton Schultz, David Montgomery, solid team. I don't hate Pooch's team this year.
No, Pooch is a good team this year. I think there's one big indication on how serious Pooch is taking this year. Schultz isn't going to play.
Yeah, I don't think
They said he sprained his MCL, and he's like, it's questionable right now. I think he's going to be doubtful, or he might just not play at all. This is a big test for Pooch early. The team is good. There was tight ends you could have picked up that you didn't. So, this is athletic director Tom Puccini. Let's get on this guy that's managing the team. Let's fucking lock in, and let's maybe pick up a tight end. If you start no tight end,
If you end up firing this manager, please, it came back again. If you fire this, you have to let us know, because if he fucks up once, I would put him on his ass on the chopping block.
yeah,
You don't have time to fuck around.
no, there's no rest for the fucking weary.
Yeah, I pivoted. I went Pooch at first. I'm gonna pivot to Dan.
I'm on Dan too.
Yeah, so
I'm on Dan's too. Is this the only 1-0 battle?
This is the only 1-0 battle,
So this is a pretty.
and it is the game of the week.
Yeah, no, this
There
is a big
is
match.
also one 0-1 battle, Rue versus Tom.
Yeah, I'm just not worried about those teams yet. Like Pooch being 2-0 is huge for Pooch.
That's crazy. That'd be crazy. I don't want
Pooch,
to see it.
Dan being 2-0 is very whatever.
Yeah.
But Pooch being 2-0 would be massive.
What do you call it? Moral?
Yeah, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Rue. Rue. What about you?
All right, for my mortal, I'm going to go with myself.
I like it.
Commanders, best team in the league. I don't care. I'm going on the road. I'm going up to the estates, wherever the fuck the home games are for the Commanders. I'm going there, and I'm coming out with a win. I need it. I need it bad. I can't go through another 0-2 start. I think the last 2 years I started 0-2. We can't be doing this anymore. We got to end it. My team is good. It starts tonight. If A-Chan doesn't play,
You have
the
you
picks
have
up.
Jeff Wilson, but you still also.
yeah,
Listen.
but it's not the same.
I don't think we mentioned this last week. I went 3-4. I missed on my mortal. Dennis went 4-3. Hit his mortal. He run the boom.
Boom.
It's early. But we still both picked 3 correct games. He hit a mortal, and that's the point of mortals.
Trying to semantic me right now. Up 1. I'm never looking back. I'm dominating this year. Can we make a bet on what we're playing for?
That was for them to decide. What do you want to do?
No, we can't. They don't do anything.
What do you want to do?
I think loser. Okay, backtrack.
Are we doing a punishment or like a reward for a winner?
Punishment would be funny. I was gonna
I'm
say
not
we should
enforcing-
get separate checks at the league dinner, and whoever loses has to just pay for the appetizers. It would be like $200 worth of apps, but a punishment's funnier. Because that's not really a punishment. That's more like you got to pay for the free. Like, that'd be funny for, like... That's funny, like, as you're signing the thing. But a punishment could live forever. Especially now we're on YouTube.
I'm not doing a punishment until we enforce punishments. I know
No, that's a separate thing. This is a separate thing.
Can this be to be determined? It's only week 2.
No, but I feel like the longer we wait, then we just won't do anything. Nothing.
I don't know, bro.
All right, we'll workshop it. I'll think of something. We'll come back. That's all we got. Squids TV, week 2.
Week 2.
Good luck to everyone. Make a pick for the Thursday night game.
I don't want any of these teams to win.
You got to pick one.
I don't
Someone's
like
got to
these
win.
teams.
Someone's got to
Disgusting.
win.
The Dolphins.
Dolphins win at home.
Yeah. The only reason is because they're at home.
Who scores touchdowns?
Kincaid, just for my fantasy team.
Kincaid.
Cook for my other fantasy team. Achan's at a play. He's at a score.
Okay.
For my other fantasy team.
Okay. These are just all ulterior motives for you, then.
Yes, 100%. I could give less of a fuck who wins this game.
Interesting. Who would you rather see as a Jet fan win? Who's more of a threat that you'd be like, oh, we got to get him out of there?
The Dolphins.
Dolphins, right? I think the Dolphins are
They're a
better.
better all-around team.
Before we end it, can I ask you a Jet question?
Go ahead.
So I think for this football year, last year we talked about our teams pretty, not extensively, but after every episode we'd be like, oh, fuck, Giants stink, Jets stink, blah, blah, blah. My team sucks. We could take my team out of it, right? I'm looking forward to Quinn Ewers next year. We'll be fine, but that's a 2025 Dennis problem. I think every week you should give a Jet update because you guys have the what's the word I'm looking for? The expectations,
Okay.
right? Like, okay, first starting, I remember you said the expectation was AFC Championship game,
Yeah.
right?
Well, that's my expectation.
No, this is just for
That's
you. This
mine.
is. I don't care about the rest of the fan
People
base.
are-
We're just talking.
Fan base
to you.
is saying playoffs. I don't give a fuck about a playoff.
I think you have to win a playoff game.
That season's good.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think if you make it to the division and like lose
You
to
need
the Chiefs,
a
like,
playoff
all
run.
right.
You need a playoff run.
I think if
I need
okay,
I
so
need an AFC appearance.
okay,
AFC
okay.
championship
I'll give you.
appearance.
You're gonna say no, but I'll give you the hypothetical.
Mm.
Wild card weekend, the Jets win the division. They win the
That
division.
would be crazy.
They win the division because I think all the teams are pretty even. They win 11 games.
and win the division
Yeah, I mean,
with the Dolphins.
Bills are gonna win 13 games. Dolphins are gonna win 12 games. No.
Anyway, go on.
They win the division. They play the Browns in the playoffs,
That's a win.
right? Week 1. They come to MetLife,
Oh, that's a win.
and Rodgers beats them.
Yeah.
And then round 2, they have to go to Kansas City, and Mahomes just shats on them.
That would. That
Season ends there. Is that like is that a success?
I don't think so.
No. Okay, what about
job ain't done yet?
job ain't done yet? What if Browns in the first round, then they go to the Ravens and they beat them, and then they go to Kansas City and he beats them in the AFC Championship game?
I said an AFC appearance is a win.
So I'm saying that's the point where it's
Yeah.
like, okay, that's a win.
Appearance in the AFC Championship game.
Okay. So 0-1. Probably your toughest game on the schedule, right?
It is.
Going to
San Francisco.
on Monday night, tough scene, first game. Basically, Rodgers' first game as a Jet, right? How do we feel about the entire team? Because I'll give you my thoughts from an outsider perspective.
Yeah.
And I want to preface, everyone's like, oh, the Jets and Giants are a rivalry. No, they're not. I don't hate the Jets at all. I'm actually like pseudo rooting for the Jets for you guys. I think you guys deserve a good team. Well, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
This like elite defense that was supposed to be there. Sauce Gardner's fantastic. He made a
Sauce
couple
is good.
crazy plays.
Sauce is good.
Defense was soft as fucking ice cream. They were terrible in my opinion. I think Quinn Williams had a good game. Where were these
I don't think
linebackers that are
they
supposed to be like Ray Lewis?
Don't know.
Didn't show up.
Didn't show up.
So I think that's a red, not a red flag, but I think that should be noted because if like you play the Titans week 2, if you don't show up against the Titans, I think it's like wait a second,
No.
We're
that
fooled.
That can't happen.
we're fooled.
I don't think that will.
And offensively, they didn't run the ball well at all. Now I know they don't play in preseason anymore, right? So like it's the first time the offensive line's out there,
They
the
didn't
whole
play
thing.
at all together. That's what I'm saying.
Are you worried about Rodgers at all?
No.
I thought he looked old. I mean,
He
is
did look old. He did look old.
but
I said that
looked
to myself.
old.
You see him try to spin out of the pocket? It was slow.
Right. And like again, you're coming off an Achilles, so I get it.
I'm not asking him to.
No, you don't have to be
extend
Lamar.
plays,
You don't have to be
extend
Lamar,
plays.
but I feel like 2021 Rodgers won the MVP. That guy was like He wasn't a runner, but he was getting out of the pocket and he was torching people downfield.
Yeah.
I didn't see him do it one time.
No, he did.
Not one time.
And I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
I don't think he will either. And I think that's like a huge issue.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't think so.
I do.
This is why. This is why. I rewatched every single snap
Okay.
from the game.
Okay, I like it. Give me the analysis.
He was audibling, putting balls where they had to be. He had
No one likes the pre-snap read more than Aaron Rodgers. He
Yeah.
loves hearing himself yell.
yeah.
I'm actually, again, I do not hate the Jets. Do not take this as me hating the Jets. I was so annoyed watching him because it felt like he just wanted to go out there and yell.
We made.
I know he runs the offense,
we
but he was just
con-
like, oh, screaming the entire time, and then would run the ball, and it was like, pow.
converted 60% of our third downs.
Okay.
We weren't. I don't think we were more than 3rd and 10. I don't think we were longer than 3rd and 8.
Okay.
At one point. At
Okay.
any point. He had a really bad 4th and 1 throw. He also had another really bad throw. But he looked like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Should make that throw. He looked slow out of the pocket. He looked anxious in the pocket. Like, am I going to get hit and get hurt?
A little uncomfortable. I
I
would agree with that.
And
He
that
threw the ball hard.
no, I still think he has enough zip on the ball,
No, the arm strength is still there. He was throwing the ball fucking hard.
and that's all we need. We need a quarterback. Just not a game manager. We don't need a game manager. A
Yeah.
game manager will not win with this team. We need someone who can. A game manager is not someone who's going to make these audibles and get first downs on 3rd and 9s. Which he
I'll
did
tell you this:
multiple
if the
times.
defense is going to be the way the defense played,
I don't think they is.
you have to be more than the game manager. But if the defense is going to be really good, like they were last year, just go out there and score
People
20
forget-
points, and you're going to win.
in a season wide, Jets were a top whatever defense, top
Yeah, like
3.
3?
They did get torched on the ground in some games.
Yeah, no, they're
And
not good
it's
against
not
the
a
run.
first. This is not a
Which
first.
again, it goes back to. I'm sorry, finish your point.
And this is not a first, but it looked really bad. You were in a spotlight.
Yeah.
It's such a bad spotlight. Everyone saw it, nitpicking everything. At one
Right.
point in the
Well,
game,
yeah.
I remember this. When Juszczyk hit a wheel route for almost a touchdown,
Yep.
he was like, they were in I formation. And what do you think they're gonna do? Run the ball. Even the safeties came down. They were in the box, and Juszczyk is behind them, and I think they were scared to let up another yard on the ground. They looked bad in the secondary. They started going back to zone.
Right.
They couldn't man up. They couldn't rush forward. They couldn't get any pressure. But this is the toughest team, Super Bowl contenders last year. You know, I think it was not really a wake up call. I think it was a good.
It's a
opening
good
test.
first test.
Because I don't want you to go into these games thinking, "Oh, we can win every game,"
Right,
and then you hit
okay.
these guys week 15,
Yeah, and then you
and
get
you get
trounced,
smacked,
and then it's
and
doubt.
then you're like, "What the fuck is going? Like,
Right.
can we even win?"
Right.
I like to get over early. I think our next biggest, so we have like Tennessee, Patriots, Broncos, and then Bills. That Bills game is going to be.
You got to beat the shit out of those next
we have
3
to
and then
be-
go
we have to
into the
be 3-1
Bills.
going
3
into
and
the
1.
Bills.
Is this Tennessee game at home?
No,
It's in Tennessee.
opening. So we have a really bad opening schedule. We start Monday, Sunday is away,
Yeah.
and then we play Thursday at home. So we have a short week Thursday, and then go to the Bills.
Thursday at home versus the Patriots.
Yeah. Like Patriots, it's a division game, so I can't
Yeah,
really say
and
it's
the
a
Patriots Patriots look terrible.
win. They don't look good,
They
but
just put that fraud Bengals team. I'll go back to it. I think that team is terrible.
That's really it.
Okay, so I'm going to end when I ask you about the Jets every week with this one question. Is Super Bowl still on?
yeah.
Super Bowl still on. Fellas, we'll see you next week. Week 3 upcoming. Good luck in week 2. Dolphins -3, baby. Dolphins -3.